Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Diecast Racing Cup Series Race 19 here at Pocono. 11 races to go, and Austin Cindric has a 60-point lead. A full race over Kyle Larson second. Ryan Blaney's third in points, 61 points out. Then William Byron, 69 points out, nice, in fourth. And then Denny Hamlin, who is 76 points out in fifth place. And then you see the rest of the top 10 very Toyota heavy behind Noah Gragson. So let's take a look at where everyone will start for today's race here at Pocono. Alex Bowman got the pole. He'll start on the front row alongside Ty Gibbs, one of the only two multiple-time winners this year. There have been 16 winners in 18 races. Surprisingly, Austin Cindric has not been one of them. Elio Castroneves and Josh Berry are in row 2. Then third in points, Ryan Blaney and one of his best buddies, Bubba Wallace, on the outside. Austin Dillon in 7th, and Eric Jones in 8th. And then Denny Hamlin, new sponsor, he'll start 9th, 5th place in points, and John Nemechek will be 10th. Here's where the rest of the field starts. There you see Austin Cindric in 11th, the 2, having a really good run of consistency right now. Cindric starts in the 11th spot, looking for his first Diecast Racing Cup Series win today. So, let's take a look at how many laps we will have here at the Tricky Triangle. It'll be 18 laps. Stage 1 ends at lap 6, Stage 2 ends at lap 12, and obviously Stage 3 ends at the end of the race, which is lap 18. Now, let's get the second channel started. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Race 19 of the Diecast Racing Cup Series. 11 races to go. And Austin Cindric has a big points lead over Kyle Larson. A full race worth of points ahead of the 5-car. 60-point gap between Cindric and Larson for the championship. Ryan Blaney currently runs third in points. He's 61 points out. William Byron fourth in points, 69 points out. Nice. And Denny Hamlin in fifth in points. He's vaulted all the way into the championship fight almost. He's 76 points behind Austin Cindric. And then you see the rest of the top 10. It's Noah Gragson and 4 Toyotas, Gibbs, Reddick, Johnson, and Briscoe. Now, let's take a look at your starting lineup for today's race here at Pocono. On pole is Alex Bowman. On the outside is Ty Gibbs, who currently is 7th in points. One of the 2 multiple-time winners this year, along with Ryan Blaney. Row 2, Elio Castroneves keeps up his good qualifying record. Now can he just finish the race inside the top 5? Josh Berry starts on his outside. Ryan Blaney, the second multiple-time winner this year, 3rd place in points. He starts 5th with a new body armor paint scheme. And Bubba Wallace, his best friend, starts 6th. Austin Dillon and Eric Jones are in row number 4. And then 5th in points, Denny Hamlin with John Nemechek to his outside. Now here's where the rest of the field will start. There you see points leader Austin Cindric. He starts 11th. And critically, way ahead of Kyle Larson, who is deep in the field. He currently is 2nd place in points, but he could be very far outside of the top 5 after today. So, 18 laps here today at Pocono. Stage 1 ends at lap 6, Stage 2 ends at lap 12, and Stage 3 ends at lap 18, which is the end of the race. 3-corner track, obviously nicknamed the Tricky Triangle. Here we go. Alex Bowman, Ty Gibbs, the lead, the field, the green. We're underway at Pocono. Alex Bowman leads lap number 1. There's a bunch of chaos going on for 5th. Noah Gregson gets shuffled out. Top 4 single file, and already there's that 2 car. Austin Cindric up in the 4th place, and he's looking for more. He goes to the outside. Cindric already looking for the lead, trying to establish his dominance. Here he goes, already looking for the lead with help from Cole Custer. Instead, he will be shuffled out, and Bowman has the lead, but here's Elio Castroneves to his inside. Castroneves to the lead, then Blaney and Bowman go side by side for second. The 91 has shown pace, but just cannot finish these races. To the outside, Bowman for the lead. Castroneves fights back. Bowman already with Kyle Larson, who's already made his way up to the front, and Bowman goes to the lead. They're starting to walk up the track a bit. Castroneves fights back on the inside. Dead even for the lead once again between the 48 and the 91. Castroneves back out in front with a push from Blaney. Here comes a push on the outside lane. There's Bowman. Back next to the 91 of Castroneves. Stenhouse gets shuffled out. Ty Dillon looking high. As well as Kyle Larson. Bowman blocking his teammate. That's going to get them all shuffled, I fear. It indeed does. Castroneves to the lead. With Blaney and Zane Smith already inside the top 3. Here comes Zane. And now Smith looks for the lead of the race as we begin lap 3. Chastain, he gets shuffled. 3 wide for second. Castroneves clears his way into the front again. First time Elio's been in a stock car at Pocono. He's been here before on Indy cars, but never in a stock car. And here he is leading the way already. To the outside, here's Ryan Blaney looking for the lead. Ryan Blaney takes it back. Blaney to the lead. Here comes Kyle Busch and Ty Gibbs. Busch to the outside of Gibbs. That's not going to work. There is no help. For the 8 and the 54, they're going to be shuffled out. Here's Todd Gillen and Austin Cindric. He's already back inside the top 3. Cindric to third. More outside line help. Stenhouse goes up as well as Zilich and the Dillons. Blaney out in front. Then it's Gillen. Then it's Cindric looking for more stage points. More cars get shuffled out of the back. There goes Brad. There goes Bowman. There goes Keselowski, Chastain. Lap 4, Blaney in the lead. Cindric looks low on Gillen. Gillen goes side by side with Blaney. And Blaney's going to be shuffled out. The front row boys and Cindric take the lead of the race. And now it's going to be Smith. Zane Smith out in front. Followed by his teammate Todd Gilliland, who's in a 3-wide battle with Austin Cindric, the points leader, and Christopher Bell. This could be big points right here for Cindric if he can get them. I know there's still 2 laps to go, but he's still in the front. Big push coming on the outside line. Here's Todd Gilliland. Gilliland to the lead with help from Castro Neves. Here's Chase Briscoe. Josh Berry looks high. Cindric gets a push. But he's now not even inside the top 5 at the moment, as Josh Berry is pushed out of line by William Byron, who is also inside the top 5 in points. This could be big if the 24 beats the 2. Briscoe goes high. Chase Briscoe may get shuffled out. Gilliland in the lead, followed by Castro Neves. Then Chastain, a lot more. Briscoe goes high, as well as Dillon, and a lot more. Dillon and Custer, Austin Dillon that is, they get shuffled out in the back. William Byron looking for the lead. He's going to help the 34. Here's Castro Neves with help from his teammate Chastain. 2 to go on the stage. It gets tight down the front stretch. Cars are going to be shuffled. Oh my goodness, Stenhouse nearly gets turned. Everybody hangs on. Gilliland's going to be split. Here's Byron and Cindric. To the top 5 in points. Lead the way. I don't think Austin Cindric even needs to win this stage. He's doing a really great job of just being in the front already, and he's beating out all of his championship rivals besides one. That's William Byron, not even his main rival. William Byron, again, 69 points behind Austin Cindric for the points lead. And Cindric's going to get some help. Cindric to the lead, followed by Chase Elliott. Kyle Larson enters the top 3. Final lap of the stage, forthcoming. Chase Elliott looking to the inside. Does Kyle Larson go with him? He has to. You gotta think so. Elliott to the inside. Larson goes with the 2. Wow. Jimmy Johnson goes high. He'll be shuffled. Looks like Cole Custer, Austin Dillon will join him. White flag in the air, and 3 of the top 5 drivers in the points run 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Car sideways. Can they hang on to it? Busch, Gilliland, Byron. It's the big wreck. Caution's going to come out. Big wreck in the middle of the pack. There's a bunch of people in this one. Busch gets turned. Gilliland, William Byron, 3rd in the points. Sorry, 4th in the points. And that means give stage 1 to Austin Cindric, who nearly got his first win at Pocono 1 year ago. Kyle Larson to 2nd. Jimmy Johnson 3rd. Ryan Blaney 4th. Chase Elliott 5th. Cole Custer in 6th. Then Josh Berry. He was the last one to make it out. But off of turn number 3, a big wreck. takes out a bunch of race cars. Hooray! Bowman in the wall with Dylan. Both the Dylan brothers involved. Tyler Reddick. Todd Gillen, William Byron, Zane Smith were all involved. So much carnage and calamity over in turn 3. Yeah, so many cars. It's the big one here in Pocono. Tyler Reddick, who's up there in points, he's involved. Denny Hamlin, 5th in points, is taken out in this crash. Brad Keselowski. Connor Zilich's horrible start to his Cup career continues. Chase Briscoe, he was up there in points. Ricky Stenhouse, just a big mess coming to the line. Only 3 cars that were involved in this major pileup, which has taken out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 cars are taken out of this race in this accident. There's 18 involved in total, and 15 of them are involved in the crash that will not continue. Yeah, Ross Chastain, Ricky Stenhouse, Chase Briscoe, Elio Castroneves. There's a couple winners from this year involved in this crash. Zilich, Keselowski, he was in it. Hamlin got turned late. Reddick, Gilliland, the Dillons, Bowman from the pole. Man. Kyle Busch, Willie B, and Zane Smith. And this is a carbon copy of what happened last year earlier on at Pocono. A big one in the first stage, and there's barely any cars competing. I believe championship contenders were some of the lucky few that made it out, and there were no wrecks the rest of the race, from what I can remember. So Cindric, Larson, Johnson, Blaney, Elliott, Custer, Berry, and then Bell, Gregson, and Wallace round out your top 10. But 24 and 23 have damage. They'll be going to the back. Now let's take a look at your results. Ross Chastain finishes dead last. He's just been struggling as of late. Ricky Stenhouse, 33rd. Not been the year he's wanted. Chase Briscoe, 32nd. He'd started to get hot the past couple of weeks, and today it's taken out early. 32nd for Briscoe. Elio Castroneves, 31st. Just been a disappointing tenure for him and Connor Zilich so far in the Cup Series. 31st for Castroneves, and Zilich will be right from him 30th. Brad Keselowski, RFK's disaster class of the year, continues. 29th for Brad. Denny Hamlin, who have been really hot as of late. In the past 6 weeks, finishes a 5th, 2nd, 8th, 6th, 5th, and 12th. He'll hit a speed bump here today at Pocono with a 28th. And then his driver, Tyler Reddick, finishes in 27th. Todd Gillen, the Daytona 500 winner, he'll be 26th. On a really cold streak for the 34. Ty Dillon has had a really awful season for Cully. 25th for him. His brother has not been very much better. Austin Dillon gets 24th. Alex Bowman has started to stumble as of late. He'll be 23rd. '22nd for Kyle Busch, who's been a feast or famine kind of year for the 8 car. Today it was famine. 22nd for Busch. And then William Byron, one of their championship contenders, having a great year, a career year. Well, he's starting to tail off. 21st for the 24, and then Zane Smith, who had also been hot recently. He'll hit a speed bump today. After 2 straight top 10 finishes, he'll be at 20th here at Pocono. So we will go back racing on lap number 9 with your championship leader, Austin Cindric, leading the race after winning stage 1, a crucial stage win for Austin Cindric. He only gained a point as Kyle Larson was 1 spot behind him. And Ryan Blaney, well, he loses 2 points to the points lead as he finishes 4th in the stage. So we will go green with 19 cars remaining. And those 6 cars who were shuffled out on the first restart are back into this race. Those being Joey Logano, Eric Jones, Chris Buescher, Shane Van Gisbergen, Justin Haley, and Daniel Suarez. Here we go, halfway home at Pocono. Big wreck takes out half the field. Can the rest of the field finish? Here we go. We're back underway at Pocono. Logano immediately goes 3 wide bottom. Blaney immediately goes 3 wide top. Here's Ryan Blaney to the outside with help from John Hunter. Chase Elliott dives low. Cindric to the lead. Ryan Blaney's got no help. The 42, the 43 gets shuffled. Ryan Blaney falling back big on the restart. There's Cindric pushed by the 84 of Jimmy Johnson. Buescher moves high. Gibbs moves up. Blaney shuffled out by Suarez. That's huge. Larson takes the lead. Haley moves up, shuffling out Ty Gibbs. Here they come to the line. Lap 10. 3 to go on the stage. Ryan Blaney shuffled out. Kyle Larson still in the mix. Austin Cindric is as well. Not many cars left to fight for the stage win, and Cindric and Johnson move up. Shane Van Gisbergen to the lead. He's helped by Noah Gregson. Shane out in front with Chris and Noah right there behind him. Reverse the order, the 4 ahead of the 17. Then Bubba and Cindric. Chris moves high. He's shuffled. Noah to the inside of Shane. Now here's Bubba. With help from Kyle Larson, they're both going to try and move up and block Cindric. 2 to go on the stage, and they successfully block Cindric. He's shuffled out. Bubba's going to lose the lead, though. Here's Noah looking for the lead. He's going to lose it as Shane helps Chris. Oh, big contact. Chris to the lead, followed by Shane, then Larson. 2 to go on the stage. Top 7 battling it out. The top 2 in points are involved in this fight. Shane looks to the inside of Chris. Chris moves too far up. Chris to the lead. Big push though. 84 is going to move on up. Shane gets shuffled. Here's Cindric trying to sweep the stages. He did this in Pocono too, remember. Final lap on the stage. Oh, Cindric's going to move up. There goes Cindric. He's shuffling out as well as Chris. Larson to the lead. Now Noah's right there. Larson versus Noah. Can Cindric get up and beat the 5? They're dead even. Larson versus Noah. Noah takes the lead. Larson's hanging on his quarter panel. Noah's trying to move him up. He's clear. Can Larson stay in line? Cindric looks 3 wide. He'll be shuffled at the stripe. It's going to be close. It's going to be really close. Give it to the 4. Noah got it. Noah wins stage 2. Then Shane. Then Bubba. Kyle Larson will end up in 5th. 2 spots better than Austin Cindric. So he gains 2 points. Only 2 points on Cindric. Well, now it's all about where you finish. It's all about where you finish in the race. That's what it's going to come down to today. Noah and Shane have both won this year. However, Shane Van Gisbergen was in the 91 car that Castor Neves now drives. When he did it. Maybe he can do it in the 88. We'll see. So let's get your stage 2 results done. Noah, then Shane, then Bubba, then Chris, then Larson, Jimmy, Cindric, Custer, Haley, Gibbs. So here we go. Stage 3. Let's take a look at how many race winners we have from this year that are still in the field. I'll say this right now, there is quite a lot. First of all, top 2, Noah and Shane. Bubba and Chris have not won this year. Larson has. Jimmy has. Cindric hasn't, which is unbelievable since he's the points leader. Custer hasn't. Justin Haley hasn't. Ty Gibbs has won twice. Barry hasn't. Suarez hasn't. Blaney's won twice. Elliott's won. John Hunter's won. Allmendinger's won. Same with Eric Jones, and then Log and Seabell have not. Here we go. Final stage of Pocono. We're green. Immediately the 17 goes high. The 2 goes to the inside. Oh, Austin Cindric's going to be shuffled out of line. Wow, Austin Cindric shuffled out. Championship implications right there as Kyle Larson stayed in the pack, as well as Ryan Blaney. Ty Gibbs got shuffled out as well. He'll lose a chance at gaining valuable points. Larson currently fights for 4th. And there's the 12. Way back there on the outside line. Noah leading, then Bubba, then Shane. 3 of the most vibrant cars on the track, running 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Where do you go from here? Larson's moving high. Larson's moving high. He may get shuffled out. Ryan Blaney did. And so did Kyle Larson. That's huge. We begin lap 14. Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney get shuffled out. And they're not going to gain as many points as they could have on Austin Cindric. Tell you what, that's a break for the two. Noah out in front. That's John Hunter versus Bubba. Toyota way up in the front. I don't think there's many race-winning cars up here, to be honest. None of the dominant cars really are up in the front besides Noah and Bubba. Here's Bubba to the outside of Noah for the lead. Give the lead to the 23. Eric Jones moves high. Seabell moves low. They both get shuffled, and they're still side by side for the lead at the front. Oh, Bubba gets moved up high. Haley comes to help. Here come the Toyotas. Eric Jones, Seabell move up to help the 23. Lap 15. 4 to go. Noah moving all the way to the high side. 3 wide behind him. Noah leading. Watch out for those Toyota guys. They're going to help John Hunter on the bottom. And they indeed do. Here's John Hunter. Side by side for the lead with Noah. Give the lead to John Hunter. Joe Log looks inside. Look at Joe Log. Nowhere for him to go. Noah goes around. Big championship implications here. Noah already had damage and he's in the around, and this will be overtime. Well, they could not quite make it. John Hunter will lead Joe Log. And there was nowhere for Chase Elliott and Christopher Bell to go. Bubba snuck through. But yeah, Noah got turned. And up into the fence they all go. Hard hits for all those drivers. Yeah, Noah backed into the wall really hard. He spun to the inside. He's destroyed. Eric Jones was having a great day going. He gets taken out. Chase Elliott, who at points looked strong, he had nowhere to go. Daniel Suarez, where he got his first win. It came here. I believe his 4th career win will not come today at Pocono. Man, that's so unfortunate for all those drivers. They were having a chance at the win, and here they are getting taken out. But this is big for drivers in the points. Noah Gragson was 6th in points, and now he's out of the race. So that's big for the championship contenders that are still in the mix. The Kyle Larsons, the Jimmy Johnsons, the Ryan Blaney's, they're still in the fight. They can gain a lot of points here at Austin Cindric, but they're lining up on the outside with each other in rows 3, 4, and 5. Cindric in 10th, Blaney 8th, Larson 6th. Man, you got to think they will not be helping each other here. There's only 13 cars left in this race. And we still have 2 laps to go. So let's take a look at where everyone finished now. 19th for Justin Haley, who has shown speed. But it's just been hit or miss for the 17 this year. 19th for Justin Haley. 18th for that's Christopher Bell. The 20 team, they just haven't shown the same pace as they did last year. 18th for Bell. Daniel Suarez, 17th. He's been up and down this year. Just been a down stretch recently for the 99. 16th for Chase Elliott. And it's just been the same song and dance for this 9 team the past few years. A few really good runs and then a lot of crappy runs. 16th for Chase Elliott. Eric Jones, 15th. Another team that's just been inconsistent. Either really good or really bad. And today it was really bad. 15th for Jones. And then Gregson finishes 14th. Huge for the championship. 6th place in points. In the wall. And I believe there's still a couple of drivers inside the top 10 who are in the mix here at Pocono to win this race. We'll see what happens here on this overtime restart. Let's give you a full rundown of the field. John Hunter won at Bristol. He's looking for his second win of the year. Joe Log, it's been a long time for the 22, looking for career win number 20. He's so close. Bubba and Barry have not won this year. Shane won at Coda a long time ago when he wasn't in the 88. He was in the 91. Kyle Larson in 6th, championship contender, hasn't won since Talladega. Trying to break that stat here today. Jimmy hasn't won since Michigan, looking for his second win. Ryan Blaney looking for his third win. He's wrecked at the line both times. He wrecked at the line at Atlanta, ended up going up and over, and then wrecked at the line at Darlington to win. Cole Custer, Austin Cindric have not won this year, have not won their careers. Could that change today? Chris hasn't won this year, and he actually lost in a close photo finish at Kansas to the man on his outside, Ty Gibbs, who's won twice this season. He's looking for his third win. And A.J. Allmendinger trying to go back-to-back. He won in Atlanta. Can he win here at Pocono? Let's find out. 13 cars remaining at Pocono. It's overtime. We're green. Oh, John Hunter's going to be shuffled out. And Bubba's to the lead. Wow. Bubba shuffles out his Toyota teammate, the 23, going for broke. I don't think John Hunter's going to like that one bit. No, he won't. Here's Joe Log to the outside, and he's going to the lead. Joe Log to the lead, but now Bubba moves up, and Kyle Larson takes the lead. So much chaos is happening. There's a third lane beginning to form. Here's Jimmy. White flag. 1 lap to go. Kyle Larson in the lead. Then it's Bubba. Then it's Blaney side by side for second. I can't believe the 5, 12, and 2 are all lined up on the outside line. It's going to come down to the championship contenders and a few others outside the mix for the championship. Big push. Blaney's going to get a shot. So's Austin Cindric. Cindric's in third. Cindric moves down. Larson, Blaney go up. Whoa, they're getting sideways in the back. Can they hang on to it? Cindric hangs on, but Barry and Van Gisbergen get to his inside. Larson and Blaney and Gibbs get shuffled out. Cindric's going to end up beating all the championship contenders besides Jimmy Johnson, but who's going to win the race? Van Gisbergen, Barry. It's going to be Van Gisbergen. Shane Van Gisbergen, for the second time this season, wins. And for the first time in Red Bull 88 colors. He beats out Josh Berry. So close for the Wood Brothers to get a win. They're starting to figure out the speed issue that they've had. They're bringing fast cars to the track now. That's great to see for the oldest team in the sport. But Shane Van Gisbergen for Trackhouse, the Kiwi, gets it done for Red Bull. And hanging out on the back, missing the big wreck. It paid off. Shane Van Gisbergen, your winner here at the Tricky Triangle. What a win for the 88 group. Big second place finish for Jimmy Johnson. He's going to gain a lot of points on Cindric. Chris Busher third. Cole Custer gets a top 5, as well as Josh Berry. And then AJ Allmendinger sixth. Joey Legardo had a quietly good day. He will get 7th. Then Nemechek 8th. There's Cindric getting a top 10 and 9th. Kyle Larson 10th. The 2 and the 5 were locked at the hip all day, and the 2 ends up ahead of his championship rival. Blaney 11th, Bubba 12th, Gibbs 13th to round out the field. And let me update the standings of where everyone finished. Josh Berry did not get second. He fell back and got 5th. But Shane Van Gisbergen will get to burn it down here at Pocono. As it didn't take long for one of the 2 Red Bull cars to find victory lane, and it was Shane Van Gisbergen getting it done. Shane Van Gisbergen, your winner here today at Pocono. What a big win it was for the 88 crew. Red Bull and Trackhouse are winners again. Van Gisbergen joins Gibbs and Blaney as the only 2 multiple-time winners so far this season. Thank you all for watching. See y'all later. RV out. Peace.